Buck's music teacher, Jeff Bamister, has been involved in jazz since the 1980s. He is preparing students to follow him into the riveting world of jazz.
Well, I've been involved in music my whole life. Early on, played in rock bands and stuff like that. When I came to Bucks after high school, I got introduced to classical music and jazz, and I always studied both. I still study both, play both, but I ventured more into jazz. Tonight's performances are the small jazz ensembles. Each group meets once a week with a teacher who is also a professional musician in the area. They work on repertoire, understanding jazz, performing in the jazz idiom, and then there's a performance at the end of the semester.
On the night of the event, the aspiring musicians finally got to show off their talent.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I've been playing classic rock and mostly blues for about 30-some years, and I guess playing the jazz is kind of helping me to play a little bit more than just the same 5 notes that are in the blues scale.
We now know what jazz sounds like, but what actually is jazz?
Jazz is America's music. It's music of heart, body, mind, and soul. To me, and I was just thinking about this the other day, I was talking with bass player Mr. Dave Shepard, and jazz is the sounds of another man's thoughts, it's dreams, his hopes. It's everything and it's nothing, you know. It celebrates the beauty of life, the sacredness of life, the fondity of life, the sexuality of life. That's what it is for me right now.
Drums in a rock band are usually used with reckless abandon. In jazz, they have a lighter flair, but still allow the drummer to let loose once in a while.
Drums in jazz is more of it's keeping the underlying beat going for the rest of the people while playing off of them, not really just playing the drums, but playing off of what other people are doing. Is, you know, when they're soloing, and you just play around them. You don't try to play over them. You don't play too loud. You don't put off their energy.
Jazz is also diversified by using a multitude of instruments.
You'll generally see guitar, well, you'll generally see bass, upright bass, drums, and piano with any arrangement of trumpet, saxophone, trombone, and guitar, and vocals.
Not to be forgotten in jazz is women.
Actually, jazz kind of caters to a lot of women. You know, you hear Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald, even Etta James started out with jazz.
Jazz clearly has more than one flavor. At the end of the night, the crowd showed their appreciation. From the View from Bucks, I'm Stephen Godwin Jr.